So right now, first of all, uh, well, Bitcoin and ARA are crashing right now. Right here, we never panic. The only thing that we do is that we take a look at facts, we use our indicators, and just follow our weekly plan. So what I like to do in this session is just to review probably 3 to 5 very important charts. The Nasdaq chart for stocks, because most of the crypto action on high time frames are related to Nasdaq, in my opinion. Of course, we're going to take a look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and ADA as well. And you will see what is the relation between all of those so you can learn how to read the charts. So also let's do some a little bit here. We're going to review Bitcoin and we're going to go and review some facts. So we do this just fact based. Now I think we can start. There's some people already here, so I think we can start. Let me just check our Discord right now. All right, they shared that we're live. All right, so if you have any comment, just drop a comment on X if you are watching us through there, or you can drop a comment on YouTube as well. On YouTube, you find us as Writer Owl. So let's begin. This is my trading view chart. This is the Nasdaq. This is my newsletter chart because this is what I share to our newsletter subscribers each Monday. So what we're watching right now, and you have to pay a lot of attention here. This is Nasdaq. This is probably the most important chart. I always start my analysis taking a look at Nasdaq. So if Nasdaq is going up, crypto will probably follow eventually. And when Nasdaq is going sideways after some bullish action, then crypto tends to go up. But if Nasdaq is crashing, then all crypto tends to go to crash as well a little bit harder. So what is going on right now? We see that we have this huge rally here on Nasdaq for weeks. And then we have our perfect take profit signal here and a very super signal here. So Nasdaq went from above this red line to start trading below the red line here and correcting, especially after this very super signal here. So just to make it a little bit simpler, in few words, huge crash correction on Nasdaq, but nothing surprising at all. Not at all. Because we just had this huge rally and Nasdaq love to do this thing right here. You see? Went down, started to recover in 2022, went above this blue line here. This is our 21-week moving average, exponential week moving average, and just had some tests here. A fake out, test, another time again, and it's testing the blue line again. And right now, it is exactly testing this support, which is very, very important. So there's a big chance for stocks to recovering from this line as well as it did in the past. I mean, probably a little bit lower. Probably will test our short-term support here from our indicators. This is also very likely. But we're not guessing. What we're doing is we're going to watch Nasdaq this week and the following weeks. If it holds this line, I'll have the next week green here above the 21-week moving average as well. That will be very, very good for crypto. So this is what we're going to do right here. So let me just delete this. And we're going to start with Nasdaq. This is our homework number 1, Nasdaq. We need Nasdaq to hold, I'm sorry for my calligraphy, hold above the 21-week exponential moving average. There you go. That is what we need for Nasdaq. That would be our ideal scenario. Now let's move to Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and see Bitcoin right here. All right. So here we go with Bitcoin. And this is also a chart with my annotation from our newsletter. There's a link below if you want to subscribe to our newsletter. It's only for $10 a month. I think it's a ton of value there. A ton of value, actually. If you don't have time to use our indicators, I mean, the newsletter is just godsend. So what we saw for Bitcoin chart. First, Bitcoin very similar to Nasdaq, not a coincidence. Trading right now above that 21 week exponential moving average as well. And what I wrote here the past week is that I will buy a spot prices if the candle confirms above this line. It already confirmed it was this candle, but I will not buy here. I will wait for try to catch a retrace during the week, and we just had a retrace. So this was a good opportunity to buy at a spot. Instead of buying here at 68, we had a great opportunity to buy 63,000 on spot, mainly because Bitcoin recovered this 21-week moving average. And you see this 121-week moving average is very important as well. Bitcoin loves to respect this 21-week moving average. Here we had a perfect test. Um, and this comes not as a surprise because we also had a super signal from our indicator, which has a 80% historical accuracy. So this signal here has an astounding 80% historical accuracy. So when we saw this one, we knew that it was very probable for Bitcoin to recover the 21-week moving average, and it did. So for now, actually, everything for Bitcoin looks just fine. Just fine. Yes, we have this warning signal here. This is an X signal here. But it's kind of been invalidated as long as Bitcoin holds above 62,000, which is this blue line. So uh, you saw Nasdaq trying to hold the 21-week moving average. If Nasdaq holds the 21 moving average, then it will be very likely, in my opinion, for Bitcoin to also hold the 21 moving average. I think Nasdaq could even go a little bit lower, but as long as he's hold this support here, I think Bitcoin will hold the 21-week moving average as well. Or in the worst case scenario, probably test is 54. But those two are dancing together. And also you see the correction here on Bitcoin, similar to Nasdaq, a little bit earlier. So overall for Bitcoin, everything is fine, completely fine. Trend is still bullish. Some warning signal here, but as long as it holds the 21 exponential moving average, we are doing fine. And we just had an opportunity to buy here a spot at lower prices, as I suggested on our newsletter. So is it out of danger right now? Well, really, there's not much danger. You could probably make the case that here we had a lower high, which we did, and then we had another lower high here, and price starts breaking below here, then there will be a major crash signal on the long term, and probably we will have a test here at the 46,000. But that is not a scenario right now. That's just speculation. And here we don't speculate. We just do some scenarios and review some facts. Okay. So no worries here as long as Bitcoin holds the 21-week moving average. I would like to see some more momentum here on Bitcoin. Momentum is very low on Bitcoin. We need to have these huge mountains here on our oscillator as well, our right arrow oscillator. And we do not. We have like very low momentum. Even more momentum is going down. That's not good. That's not good. That's why it's very important to Bitcoin to show some strength here. So personally, not in a rush to continue buying. We had like very beautiful opportunities to buy here at this uptrend signal way below at 41,000. So obviously the all-time high is 74. So you should not be in a rush to buy Bitcoin at 64. You have plenty of time to do it. So what we're doing here for Bitcoin is just waiting for this confirmation to show it a little bit more of a trend. So we move into altcoins. And now let's go check some altcoins. Here is our total altcoins chart. Haven't seen it in a while, but now let's see what my annotations were for this one. Now let me refresh our tweet here. All right, beautiful. There's like 160 of you watching us live right now. So welcome everyone. We just review Nasdaq, Bitcoin, and we're going to review the Altcoin chart. So look how perfect. I mean, this cake couldn't be more perfect. Uh, so quite a few weeks ago, like 3 4 months, we warned you that we had this very signal from our indicator right here, and no surprise, we had this huge correction, huge correction for altcoins, testing the 21-week moving average, and we had this sideways action. And by that time, probably 4 weeks ago, I told you that this green rectangle here, together with this short-term support from our indicator, was my buy zone for alts. And look at what happened. A week slightly below here, this line held perfectly to the cent, and it bounced from here. So this was the time to buy altcoins. All right, this was the first time to buy. What would happen if this one would have failed? If this one failed, then the second chance for buying altcoin was here, but that did not happen. So we're fine. We bought here. Perfect. This is one of our newest indicator, and this is, I mean, our community is very happy with this one. We're using it a lot. So next for altcoins, and you see exactly no coincidence at all. What I wrote here, like probably 2 weeks ago, is wait for price to go back above the 21-week moving average, and it did. It just went above, and right now it's testing this blue line exactly at this 21, exactly resting like that. So now let's take a look at this. Nasdaq testing the 21-week moving average. Bitcoin a little bit stronger, above 21-week moving average, but trading a little bit above. And total altcoins exactly at 21-week exponential moving average. That's why high time frames are so important. Okay. So now let me just give me a second so I can check here some messages. All right. There you go. So what to do here for altcoins? So far from what I see, if we hold this level right here and we start moving a little bit sideways, that will be our go-to signal. Because so far this is just a retest of this line. We broke down, we had our first bison here, and a second less powerful, a little bit more riskier time to buy will be after this successful test of this blue line. But we need for this candle first to close above this line for confirmation. All right. So now let's take a look at. Let's just complete this. So Bitcoin, we just bought at 21-week exponential moving average retest. All right. And for alts, I would overall, I would wait for the retest confirmation. All right. So now let's move on. And again, very sorry for my calligraphy. It's just how it is, guys. So now let's move on to our dear ADA. Let's check these charts here. Okay, so this is also from a newsletter. Again, subscribe to our newsletter. Trendwriter.com/write-a-trend. The link is below there. We talk about this. I don't have that much time to do these streams anymore. But I do take the time to write a newsletter, a new issue each Monday, just talking about facts, very straight facts, not too much text, just cold facts, whether they are bullish or they are bearish, I don't care. And I share that every single Monday. So it's like a must read for me. And actually, I do that not only for you guys, but also for myself. That's the time when I take a look at the charts, analyze, I decide what I'm going to do the next of the week. Probably I will not see the chart the rest of the week, just waiting for some weekly candle action or not. Um, so what happened with ADA? Well, this was again pure perfection from our indicators. We said that this was our longs buy zone area, and look at the price. Look, where did it bounce from? Exactly from our line. This is an indicator line. This is not a draw line. This is not a hand draw line. This is our indicator telling us that this was the support for ADA, and it bounced exactly from there, like magic. So this was our buy zone. So I'm not buying here, not buying here, and I went what I said on X, and what I said on X later as well, is that I took some profits here on this retest of the 21 week moving average. Why? Because this was a 44% price increase from our bison in just 2 weeks. So, I mean, if you don't take profit after such a huge pump in such a short time, then you're doing something wrong. So we took profits here, partial profits. I didn't close all my spot position. I did close my leverage positions. And we had this correction, beautiful correction as well. So the thing with ADA right now is that it's right kind of in the middle between the 21 week moving average and our bison. So really not much reason to buy here. We need to train our patience. We need to be a little bit more patient. So we had an opportunity here. If we missed it, then no regrets. We missed it. We wait for the next big chance to buy. We don't just try to catch the price because we had a retracement. Here we could do. I mean, if Bitcoin holds the 21 week moving average, if Nasdaq holds the 21 week moving average, then most probably ADA will recover. Sorry, this one. So most probably ADA will recover and go back above in a short period above its 21 moving average as well, just to follow the other ones. And that will be above the 45 cents. But if Nasdaq continues crashing and Bitcoin fails to hold that 21 week moving average, then we will most probably see ADA going back to the 32 cents. So that is why I'm not buying right now, because we bought much lower. So I prefer to wait in this case for one of these two scenarios, for price to return to our bison or for price to record a 21 week moving average. So I think this is it, guys. Is as clear as it can be, crystal clear for me, really. Let's say ADA, A, wait for bison, or wait for 21 week moving average reclaim. There you go. I hope you understand something that I wrote. I think I could share this on Twitter as well, at least these annotations, but I don't think you will understand. So this is it, guys. Remember to subscribe to our newsletter. Tons of value, links below. And also, if you have a little bit more time, you want to start trading, I can tell you hands down, writeralgo.com indicators are the best in class. Just join our Discord, visit our sites, writeralgo.com. There's a Discord link, talk to our community. There's a very small community because I don't push it that much. But I think it's very tight, very friendly. They will kindly share their experiences, which are very positive. Just for me, game changer. Our indicator had been life changing and game changing for me. I don't have to look at the screens all day as I did before years ago. So I now just look at some facts and take action. So this is for me. Have a great weekend. I know it starts here. Um, stay calm with this correction. Just go back to the facts whenever you feel some fear. Have a good one.